Welcome today to Saxon Algebra 1 3rd edition, Lesson 57. And Lesson 57 is on negative exponents and properties of exponents and negative exponents. Alright, so here is the rule, we'll say, for any non-zero number, x, and any integer, n, x to the negative n can be written as 1 over x to the n. Okay, not really sure what this is about, so let's just mark it out. There we go. All right, so here's the thing. Anytime you have a negative exponent, you move the term with the negative exponent to the opposite part of the fraction, and voila, it makes it positive. So if it is negative here and you put that under a 1, then it's going to make it positive. If you've got 1 over x to the negative n, like here, if you'll bring that up, it makes it positive. Okay? Alright, we remember that x to the negative n can be written as and means the same thing as 1 over x to the positive n. If the expression contains negative exponents, one way that we can simplify is to rewrite the expression as a complex fraction. And then remember the rule for exponents. When you're multiplying exponents, you're really adding the two, and when you are dividing exponents, you're subtracting the two. All right, let's work our practice. All right, now this is going to be really important that from now on, especially you have been, but again, you're going to have to pay attention to the directions. Write the answers with all exponents positive. Okay? If you don't, then we're going to count it incorrect. All right, so how can I make this a positive? Well, I can put it on the bottom of a fraction. And it's a over x to the first power, or just a over x, minus, and here we've got another negative, so we'll put it under the fraction. And then we can add our two fractions. And how do we do that? We get a common denominator. Okay, I'm going to just mark out this 1. We're just going to leave it as x and y squared. So a over x minus b over y squared. What is our common denominator? It is x y squared. We have to represent everything. Alright, so here in the top fraction, I have an x, but I don't have y squared over here. So I'm going to multiply a by y squared, and I get a y squared. Here I've got the y squared, but I don't have the x. So I'm going to multiply times x, and I get bx. So the answer is going to be ay squared minus bx over xy squared. And that would be your final answer. Okay, let's do this one. How can we make this and this positive? We're going to leave the x on top, and we're going to put a cubed y on the bottom minus b over x squared. Alright, I like to do mine vertically. You know that. A cubed y equals what? And minus b over x squared equals what? So my common denominator is going to be x squared a cubed y, x squared a cubed y. Here I'm going to be multiplying by a cubed y, and I'm going to get b a cubed y. And here I'm going to be multiplying by x squared. X times x squared is x cubed. So my final answer is x cubed minus b a cubed y over x squared a cubed y. That's the final answer. All right, we're just building and building one concept after another. Make sure that you're not going to let yourself get lost. If you don't understand, ask for help. I'm more than happy to help you. And I'll see you back next time for Lesson 58.